Season 3 of the GRC is complete, and for the first time in the competition's history, we have back-to-back winners. The All Flakes are your Season 3 Global Rugby Challenge champions, and today we have a celebration of all the elite players from throughout Season number 3. Hello everyone and welcome along back to your home of rugby and the final video of Season 3 of the GRC. It is Team of the Season time. This is where the best of the best from the subscriber sides take on the best of the best from the AI teams. This is who I think deserves to be in the top 23 for the Team of the Season. So let's have a look at the two sides lining up and let's have a little match-up to see how this Team of the Season goes when they're all on the same side. Okay, so starting things off in the front row like we've done all season long, we have Nicholas Friedlander. He will be captaining the side from the loose head prop after his leadership was the one thing that took the All Flakes to the title. In the front row alongside him are two non-teammates of his as well, Isaac Vasore from the Guardians of the Crib and Jeff Peter Mukoko from the Celtic Dragons. Into the second row is Ian McDonald from the Flakers and Craig Anderson, also from the Celtic Dragons. Into the back row we see more of a mix. It's Max Parkhill on the blind side with two Guardians, Liam Hacker and the amazing Kieran Jones at number 8. Kieran Jones, the leading try scorer from the season, and again starts at number 8. It's the second of the Vasores at scrum half with Daniel Vasore starting at 9 from the Guardians of the Crib, and he'll keep his partnership going with another Guardians player, Lewis Gardner, at number 10. Into the midfield, Steve Teacox will be at 12, and it will be Ike Wrigley who lines up at outside centre. On the left wing will be Prince Mars Williamson from the Flakers. On the right will be the second highest try scorer, Liam Symes-Wells, with one less than Kieran Jones. He's from the All Flakes and he's on the right wing. Ethan Holton, he'll be at fullback from the Flakers, and he also picked up 6 tries throughout the season. The other man in the team, Prince Mars Williamson, picked up 7. So it's a very dangerous back three here for the Team of the Season. Creative ability through the midfield and also a block-busting back row. On the bench, players who will be getting a run out in the first change of the second half will be Luke Normanville and Mike Hunt from the Guardians of the Crib, Daniel Jenkins from the Celtic Dragons, Elliot Knight, another one from the Guardians of the Crib, and Midip Jones from the Celtic Dragons alongside Shane Campbell, also from the Dragons. Simon Coop will be there from the All Flakes, and Promise Igbenawania, who was also one of the leading try scorers with 6 from the season from the Flakers, is the final bench replacement. Taking them on will be the GRC All-Stars, and this is the best of the best from what we've seen of the AI sides throughout the season. Now, if you cast memory back throughout the season, a lot of these names will be guys who terrorised us when the Guardians, when the Dragons, when the All Flakes or the Flakers took these teams on. So this is the best of the best of what we had to come up against throughout the season. It is an all-cast race front row, which is amazing because these guys really did cause havoc throughout the season. Daniel Kotzer, Marc-Antoine Rallier and Mark Clark will be the front row. Yes, all from cast race. Then we have Tom Price from the Scarlets and Johnny Hill from the Exeter Chiefs. It will be Kamara from Montpellier, Kazim from Scarlets and Ray from the Saracens to complete the back row. Roy Pinar will start alongside Aaron Cruden, both the Montpellier halves combination. Into midfield is more Montpellier or Franz Stein at 12, but it will be Gary Ringrose from Leinster who will start the number 13 jumper. Jack Noel will be on the left wing from the Exeter Chiefs, and Adam Byrne from Leinster will be on the right wing with Israel Dag at fullback from the Crusaders. This All-Star side will certainly be one that should not be taken lightly, but can they stand up to the power, to the explosiveness, to the ability of the Team of the Season? We'll find out. It's Eden Park, it's a packed house, and it is the home of the All Flakes, our Season 3 champions. And it will be the All-Stars you see here in the white and grey, and of course it is the Team of the Season playing in the All Flakes kits, and say our champions, underway we go, and it's a short one away, and it's taken down nicely from Max Parkhill for the Team of the Season. Freilander to Gardner as they quickly look to shift it to the Team of the Season. They've got numbers out wide. It's going to be an early try, and it's going to be to Ike Wrigley. There's number 1, and an All Flake. It'll be to open the account. Wow! Just like that, come from? Beautiful break from Liam Hacker. And then an exquisite pass away to Ike Wrigley, who didn't have the pace to get away from Noel and Dag, but he had enough to get himself to the line. This is brilliant work. Franz staying there as well, leading the chase alongside Noel. That is a great start for the team of the season. Liam Symes-Wells, his all-flake partner, was on his shoulder. And those two, how many tries have they combined for this season? A lot. That's how many. A lot. Liam Symes-Wells, second highest try scorer of the season with 9. And here we have Lewis Gardner, who of course is the leading point scorer for season 3 as well. And that has him in the number 10 jumper and on the kicking duties. Over it goes. And another 2 points to the season of Lewis Gardner as the GRC team of the season lead the GRC All-Stars 7-0. Well, that was rapid, that was quick. Will we see more of them as Ruan Pinar gets us underway? It's been no ball at all for the All-Stars as Parkhill goes to Tech Oggs, who tries and nearly forces his way through. Fasore is there, and he box kicks this one off the boots and down the wing of Prince Mars Williamson. Look out, danger! What a play there though from Pinar.
Release.
And Jackson Ray sets it up. Pinar again, trying to get away from Stain, but this is good defence here as Clark goes nowhere. Team of the season defending well. This is a good bust away on the right-hand side as Gary Ringrose once more. Dangerous player from Leinster. But he's shut down and he's cornered out to the sideline. The team of the season diffused that early little threat from the All-Stars. Here's Isaac Fasore playing the hooker, and he's gone to the front, and then McDonald drags it down nicely. Here's Lewis Gardner, tries to shimmy inside Aaron Cruden. He's equal to the task as the former All Black number 10. Fasore, Wrigley, good ball away to Hacker, and look out, here we go again. He just tries to get away to Symes-Wells, but he can't do it in time. It's a good piece of defence from the All-Stars. Mukoko away to Fasore. He can play on the wing, he can play anywhere. He's put a little grubber. It's perfectly weighted as well. Just dead. Just dead. What a little play there from Daniel Fasore. And Kieran Jones, dangerous as he is, was leading that charge. Scrum backing down now. Oh, great shot there from the All-Stars. Pinar misses out, goes straight to Stain. He's kicked this long, looking to get away from Ethan Holton, who was up there with 6 tries himself this season. A terrible pass. Leads to a mistake. Picked up beautifully there from Kazim. Pick and go from Adam Byrne. Close to the breakdown. They fire it wide. And there's no way through there for Kamara. Turned over from Fasore. Scratches it out the side, looking for the electric. Prince Mars Williamson. 3-man line out called here from the All-Stars. Throwing in is Grelier. Here it comes. Nicely hits his man. Tom Price is the target. And they hold it in the back to Kotzer. Going short with Byrne as they get out to the midfield now with Cruden. Nicely from Ray. Numbers here as well. They want to use them. They slip the back inside to Stain. Interesting decision there. I thought Kotzer was through. Ray out to Cruden again. The more numbers out here for Clark. He slips it back inside. And another play from Kamara. It's got to be a try. Who else but Kotzer? It's no, he's short. It's Kotzer. He's just a metre short. Now it's Pinar. He's short now. Oh, and a penalty to the team this season. Wow. That was just amazing. The team of the season put all their commitment on the line. Daniel Kotzer should have been over. He was stopped just a millimetre short. And then the pick and go from Pinar. Not good enough. McDonald goes down to Fasore. Here's Gardner again, the short ball to Hacker. Oh, he's killing it as Hacker. Tekos is there. Squats it to Jones. Liam Symes-Wells beats one. Throws a one-hander pass to Freilander. Back to Jones.
Advantage.
Jones throws it forward, and that will be an advantage to the All-Stars.
Release.
And then going it over quickly is Fasure. He gives away the penalty, that advantage against them. No messing about here, but will this be a chance at 3 for the All-Stars, or will they settle? No, they won't settle for touch. The ball has gone to Ruan Pinar. Surprised they didn't go to France Stain for this one. Just a slither over 50 metres. Right in front, however. The shot comes in, it straights and arrows, it got the legs, it does! Points on the board for the All-Stars. It's 7-3. We are less than 5 minutes to the break. And we are still in much of a match here. Lewis Gardner to get us back underway. Such a ferocious start too from the team this season as Symes Wells drags it in, and then McDonald has taken it away from him. He's got man on his left and right, and it's Mukoko! Jeff Peter Mukoko scores! What a try! What a reply! Instantly striking back from the tight head prop. Liam Symes Wells went high, and watch this pass, bang, and McDonald splits beautifully in between Johnny Hill and Ruan Pinar, and then the support play. He had options everywhere. What a kick though from Lewis Gardner, and what a take from Liam Symes Wells. Lewis, he had Anderson on his inside, but he went for the easy pass, short one, just to his left. And Jeff Peter Mukoko grabs another try. He's got a decent little record for a prop. And all of the team of the season fans in the crowd breathe a sigh of relief as that one was getting a little bit too close for their liking. But that goes to show you just how good this All-Stars team can be and just how good the AI sides have been this season. 14 points to 3, much improved from previous years. But this time, it is the team of the season that lead the ledger by 14 points to 3 over the All-Stars. It has been a little bit one-way traffic as in a possession and territory with the team of the season. 73% and 69% as well. Line breaks though, not many considering all of that ball and all of that time and space. We've only managed to get 4 line breaks and turned 2 of those into tries. For the All-Stars though, they've had just 2 and they've had little of the ball and little of the territory as well. They've made it work, however, they should have scored 1 try to Daniel Kotza or Ruan Pinar, but some valiant defence on their own line from the team this season has stopped that short. Given the way the stats read, it's surprising to see the tackles are so close at the bottom. The All-Stars still making the team of the season work, even though they've had very little ball. It's still a game, it's still a close one, it's 14-3. Next score, though, will be crucial to how this game will play out. It's a final hit out for these two sides. And Season 3 will be complete. The All Flakes are champions, beating the Guardians in sudden death. If you have not seen that match, you better go check that out because it is phenomenal. We are quickly back underway. And Prince Miles Williamson, what a play, what a tackle! Wow! Quickly into the action, Prince Miles Williamson to turn that ball over. And then he went up against Israel Dag on the line, tried to sweep him aside, and Dag just went straight to the ribs and put him in touch. The 22 goes down to Parkhill. Here's McDonald, beautiful ball to Fisher, and look who's lurking. It's Williamson again, but he's taken in another good tackle by Israel Dag. Parkhill to Gardner. Oh, and a high tackle. That's not what we like to see here. Cruden on Gardner. This is a celebration. This is a way to look at the best players of the season. It's almost a festival sort of match, and that is why you see Gardner going directly for touch. Freilander, he had his moments of pressure as captain. He led his All Flakes to the championship. So they're just 10 metres out now, the team of the season. Throwing in his Freilander. There's been a bit of change around on the side, I feel. Gardner trying to run to the line. Quickly into the action though, Fisher. Away to Parkhill. Parkhill wide for Wrigley. Wrigley's got Ethan Holton. He's up from fullback. Holton in a high tackle. Takes him down. Holton says 5 minutes short. He's picked it gone. It's offside as well. Double penalty from Israel Dag. How's that not a professional foul? Get him off. Get him off. Disgusting play from Israel Dag. Here's the changes we suspected. Mukoko coming off for Drumaville. It's all sort of messed up here. Gardner and Coop are making way, so that is Semi-Coop on the field. Vasure is coming off for Jenkins. We've got plenty of changes. We'll go through all these changes. It is Campbell on for Vasure as well. We're going to kick for touch anyway, so we'll let these play out while we kick for touch. Adam Minnip-Jones is on for Max Parkhill as Semi-Coop has kicked to touch. McDonald on for Knights. There's another change in the second row. And is that all? I think that might be all. That was a little bit exciting. Everyone's on. It's a full wholesale change for the seat. Campbell, away to Semi-Coop. Led the All Fights brilliantly in the grand final. Here's Hunt. Away to Wrigley. Wrigley's still on. Tickles is still there as well. Poor pass from the Normanville. Gets away! There he is! Prince Miles Williamson. He's scored one. He's been an electric factor for the Flakers this season, and he deserves to score one in this match to celebrate how amazing these players were. Great effort, but we know what Prince Mars Williamson brings these sides. His ability to strike from anywhere on the field. We've seen earlier, if it wasn't for an amazing Israel Dag tackle, he would have had two. But he's been brilliant this season, and his team wouldn't have been half as good without his abilities on the wing. Hopefully, we'll be seeing guys like him and Igbanuania back at the Flakers next season, or at least back in the GRC in some capacity. Here's another man we'll be hoping we see back with the two-time champions, the All Flakes. And the Semi-Coop, such a difference maker. His side went down by 40 points in the round robin to the Guardians of the Croup without his play in the match. Without his presence, without his influence, he came back in the final, and some may say that he made the telling difference to that team. 21-3 now, the game will be gone for the All-Stars, just managing the 3 points on the board so far. Ruapina puts it up high. There's a whole host of changes, so keep a lookout for what's going on as Big Promising Panuania takes it away and will extend the lead. There's the other man we talked about. How good has he been for the Flakers? That big three, Williamson, Igbanuania and Holton, have been the mainstay of how good that team has gone. Great take from Tekogs, the Dragon Man supporting the Flaker. That is what this team of the season is all about. Promise Igbanuania, see you later. Too quick, he's such a big unit as well. Look at him fly. No chance at all this time for Israel Dag, who is miles away from the play. Excellent work from Igbanuania, but also from Steve Tekogs at 12. Well, this blows it out somewhat, doesn't it? Gardner's off the field now, so Semi-Coop will take over the duties in his home kit. Next season, he'll have a little 2 on the chest, not a 1. Records have been made, records have been broken, and Semi-Coop nails the conversion. He was only the 4th leading point scorer in the season, but his general play around the field, the way he soldiered these guys around the All Flakes, has certainly put him up the rankings as a player to watch out for. Ruel Pinar was here just seconds ago. Now he's back again, and he's done exactly the same thing. This time, Promising Igbanuania has dragged it in. And the team of the season quickly gather around him. Here's Shane Campbell, had some explosive moments for the Dragons as that pass was rather average and has been picked up from Kotza. Now's a chance for the All-Stars. It's Tom Price who's completely isolated, and Jenkins has turned it over. Here's Williamson around the outside trying to feed his way through. Great offload. Elliot Knight gets it away to Mike Hunt. And the team of the season struggle their way to hold on to the ball. More chance now as they see room down the left-hand side. It's Elliot Knight once more. Feeds away one. Oh, the pass inside was almost magic, but Aaron Cruden has the first goal. And now the All-Stars keep hold of the ball. Oh, that was a dangerous pass, but Staines done very well to keep hold of it and just nudge over halfway. Here's Pinar. Little short plays as well. Gets it away to Ringrose down the sideline. Haven't heard much of these guys. They've been shut out in this early part of the second half as now they try bust away short. It's just about a turnover there. They go inside and outside. Kamara doing very well. Now it's width on it. They get it out to Mark Clark. Right there is his front row buddy Daniel Kotzer. Pinar to Stain. Straight into the tackle 5 minutes to go. Pinar, it's time to Price. He's picked up and driven backwards, and Pinar is there to hold on to the ball. Team of the season fight for it, but they don't see it their way. Kamara, this time Mr. Clark, and he's taken backwards. And surely just about a turnover. This time Kamara to Cruden, tries to offload, but he's been dumped. Big tackle from Jones. Kieran Jones, phenomenal. Minim Jones out through to Anderson, and the big man, Craig Anderson, thunders away. Jenkins, big pass wide. Samo Coombs supported it out. Tickles away to Williamson. Couldn't quite get it as he wanted it, and he holds on nicely to keep it in the field of play. Anderson, very well done there from Williamson. Kieran Jones, oh, this is what they deserve. Yes, indeed. Kieran Jones scores. Leading try scorer for the season, and he has the final say. 33-3. Look at this team. Such an amazing side, and this shows how good Kieran Jones is. Wrigley to Jones, steps inside Kamara, and he just leaves him for dust as Jaldag tries to play the strength game, which you're never going to win against Kieran Jones. Great ball. Ike Wrigley has had it on the platter, and this is what this man does. He is amazing. And there is a reason why he will be the player of the season. 10 tries from number 8. He also led the tackle count with 66 successful tackles, which is 11 more than the second place most tackle getter. That is a stat in itself. That was Luke Dormerville, for anyone who is interested. Conversion is good by Samo Coop. And another 2 points makes it 35-3. An interesting first half. A demolition of a second as the team of the season have thundered their way over the All-Stars. Global Rugby Challenge Season 3 comes to a very, very happy ending for the subscriber sides. The All Flakes go back-to-back. The team of the season demolished the All-Stars, a very good-looking All-Stars team as well. 5 tries to zip. 1 penalty goal is all they could manage. Tries all over the place. Let's go through them. Jeff Peter Mukoko, Kieran Jones, Prince Mars Williamson, Ike Wrigley, and Promise Igbenuania. That is 1 apiece, and a great performance from the team of the season. Lewis Gardner got 2 conversions. Samo Cook picked up 3, and that completes their 35 points. The 3 for the All-Stars was a Ruan Pinar penalty that was just short of half-time. That is all they managed, and it's been a dominant display from the team this season. Have a look at some stats now, and it continues on that trend. Dominance, that is what this one was all about. All the possession, all the territory. Big tackle count in their second spell as well. They almost tripled their tackles from what it was at halftime. A lot of handing errors for the team of the season, but the team they had was dangerous and explosive. Neither side gave an inch, but it was a team of the season that showed too much class over the All-Stars, and that is that. What a season it has been. What a season of the Global Rugby Challenge. Thank you everyone who has been involved throughout Season 3. If you've had a player, if you've tuned into a premiere, if you've watched any of the videos, if you've left a comment, if you've had anything through off the series, thank you all so much for being involved. If you did like it and you want to see some more, there'll be some instructions on screen now how you can support the channel, how you can get more involved. We've got Discord channels, we've got website going on, all sorts of things, as well as plenty of ways to get behind and help out things at the channel as well. Season 4. A lot of questions about Season 4. That will be coming up at the conclusion of the Rugby World Cup. Now, I'm planning to do quite a bit of content over the course of the Rugby World Cup, so that will be the priority for the next 2 months or so while that plays out. And near the end, when we start getting into the big gaps between the rounds, we will be playing out some of the sign-ups at that stage as well. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on that. And there will be sign-ups where you can let me know you want your player to stay in from Season 3 or maybe from seasons previous, or we can have a look at signing up plenty of new players as well. So we've got 4 teams currently, and there's plenty of room for there to be plenty more as well. And with the news of Rugby Challenge 4 coming out soon, maybe Season 4 or 5 I should say will be on Rugby Challenge 4. Who knows how that will go, but let me know your thoughts on the season throughout this year, and I'll see you all post World Cup for another season of the GRC. Until then, thank you again for being involved, and I'll see you all next time. Until then, take care.